This is a poem I wrote to say goodbye to Portland and all the awesome people in the city. It's called Goodbye July. I have a plane ticket from PDX to JFK, and I'm thinking of what to say. Portland is not a big city, not compared to some. I still get lost in it, find new places with all its green spaces, and I can't even name all the bridges. It helps that my dad is a cab driver. With the red rose on his van, he tells me stories of musicians who have filled his seats, and he knows these streets. He hears Candy, the stripper in the back seat, tell her secrets of late-night visits. The only real big city I've ever been to is New York. Jay-Z calls it a concrete jungle gym, and his hymn sings the Empire State of Mind. But my rhyme is in time, and I say New York City is the alpha, the King Kong, the ocean and a tadpole of all cities. I sort of felt that way, like a wayward tadpole when I visited the Big Apple. It was like entering a chapel, Eve's temptation making me hungry for liberation, so I took a bite. The city as my snack, back when my first love and I couldn't stop holding hands, back when my hair couldn't grow any slower, back when I still had a fresh faith belief in the world. That people are good, and humanity has good intentions. But then I started to see the light, and at night in New York, the lights are blinding to the point where you can forget about the stars. And sometimes I feel so small, but I know that I am just in metamorphosis, on my way to apoptosis. With cell changes, some parts of me have died. It's a morphology. My anthology starts with, my feet have always held up my body. I usually never take my feet across the bridge, thinking that it's too dangerous of a crosswalk than a street block. The other night I sort of had to walk, not having the change to exchange for a strange carpet seat and a sticky floor. So I started to walk down Belmont Street, dodging headlights. I walked past the smooth, industrial gray buildings that play with the rough, dark gray pavement of the street, and nothing about them seemed that color. Following my feet and the grid of the bridge, I was heading downtown, crossing from family parks to food carts, to where it rains down pearls on homeless people. And I take 3rd Street. But not before I stand on that bridge and I look at my city. Suspended in midair, the reflection of what's before my eyes makes them listen. The conductor raises his stick and starts with it. It's Portland, and the city is singing to me. Now, I actually think Portland is kind of the perfect size, but growing older without anyone to hold my hand has just gotten me more confused, and in 31 days I am going back to New York, and my anthology ends like this. Sometimes I feel like I need to get off the ride and just walk there. So when fate makes us separate, Portland, I will go back to New York, but no longer in the same state of mind.